Oh, welcome to Paxton Road TV. This is the Paxton Road TV reaction show for the epic encounter that has just finished. The score, Leicester City 2, Tottenham Hotspur 3, and Kane, and a brace by Stevie B wins the game for Spurs. You know the scores, Arsenal fans. You watching there thinking, you're going to have a bit of a laugh at me, weren't you? Hey? You thought you was going to have a bit of a laugh. Not tonight, family. Not tonight. I'm in the house, joined by Sid Spurs and Deji Spurs. You know that Spurs is going in this. Look, Swam Spurs for life, Sid Spurs, Deji Spurs. We're representing Spurs 100% tonight, people. We're representing 100 tonight. Woo! And calm down. Calm down, Sam. Calm down. Before we start the stream, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And we're going to get into this one with my pals in the background, in the foreground as well. So, Sid, talk to me. It was wasn't looking too good. 94 minutes played. You know, Leicester doing what Leicester did today. They counter-attacked us well. 2 goals from some sloppy mistakes at the back. I will caveat by this saying we played well. I think we deserved the victory tonight. You know, given by the actual stats that I've got here to show. But we made it hard for ourselves. We made it difficult. But the spirit, to see us come from behind, pause, to see that happen is like, you know what I mean? It's one of them, it just makes the game all the more sweeter when you win. So, Sid, talk to me about the game. What did you think of the performance, the result?
Do you know what? I think first 25, 30 minutes, I think we came out. I said the other day, didn't we, that we want to come out of the tracks, take the game to them. I think, first off, we were really, really good. Everyone stepped up. How we went 1-0 down was just typical Spurs, because only Spurs can have 60, 75, 80% possession in a game and be 1-0 down. But fair play, you know, Kane had a good header when he hit the bar, and then his goal was just quality. And after that, you know what? We should have been, that game should have been won at halftime. Literally should have won the game at halftime. But fair play to them. They had a good counter-attacking side, and they took the lead. And you know what? It's like exactly what you were saying, you know, switch off. We're going to lose this game. But hey, Stevie B, mate, you know what? Comes on, a couple of minutes to go, wins the game for us. And, scenes, absolute scenes. My house, you should see my boys, mate. The scenes were mental, absolute mental. But tell you what, you've got to give it to the boys today. They were up for it. Harry Kane was majestic today. I think everything he done. That guy's got some. I think Usain Bolt's giving him some bloody speed, man, because he was at it. He was proper at it, you know. And substitution at halftime was the right one, because I don't think Emerson Royal was doing that well. Doherty came on, and everyone slags him, right? But you know what? Man stood up today, second half. He stepped up, took it on the chin, and if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have got the winner. And all I'm going to say is we're 1 point above them lot and 1 point below them lot with 3 games in hand. And Chelsea, we're coming for you this weekend, mate. We're coming for them.
Steady, Sid. Steady now. I was thinking, whoa. You know what I mean? Before the kickoff today, I was thinking, right, we got Chelsea the weekend. Must win tonight. Tonight was a must win for me, because you know the history we've got against Chelsea. It's not great, particularly at Stamford Bridge. So you wanna go into that game with at least a win. You know, point. I guess the point would have been okay, but a defeat would have just knocked us, really. I think it would have knocked the confidence, given the way that the teams played. To win in that fashion, as you rightly said, it gives a little bit more. It makes it a little bit more. It's still only 3 points, but it feels like 3.5 points to me. Deji, welcome. I see my man has got back on the Spurs shirt. No more man in black. No more man in, but he's still got the black hat. But no more man in black tops. We're now fully, look at this, green top. You know what I mean? Deji, talk to me, man. How did you rate that performance?
No, first and foremost, just thank you for having me on tonight, and just want to say, come on, Tottenham Hotspur. I love you, every bloody team. I love it. I want to just say, first and foremost, I want everyone to just punish me with forgiveness, because I'm just going to tell the truth as to what happened tonight. We started off well. We were playing good. Look, I saw the starting lineup, and I'm not going to lie. I thought the starting lineup was dead food. But what could we do? It was the best that we could put out, given the injuries, given all sorts of circumstances. Because you know, Sam and Sid, I'm not a big fan of our squad. We're playing the ball, we're popping the ball about, we go 1-0 down. Kane equalises, says, you know what, fair play. We did a good half. 75 minutes in, 2-1 down. I'm like, are you effing joking? Sorry, excuse my French, but I was absolutely livid. At that moment, I can tell you exactly what I did. On Channel 4, they're showing us the most expensive houses. Yeah, because I turned to Channel 4 and I was watching most expensive houses, right?
God.
Absolutely livid, yeah, thinking this was our chance to get 3 points and really close the gap on the top 4, and we've just cocked it up. And then I see my phone literally ping as Bergwijn scores in the 95th minute, and then I turn on to Sky Sports, my man's shouting on the chair, 96, 97, Bergwijn scores again, it's 3-2. I try and get on my Sky, I try and get on my laptop, everything starts again. I've broken a few glasses, so I'm just going to say I am sorry, but you know what, Conte, that's why I'm wearing this shirt, Sam and Sid. You know, when we were on the Nuno, I told you, I ain't wearing my Spurs shirt again until I believe in the team. Conte is the man. The way he's got these boys running, fighting. We are fighting for that result. Big it up. I think we can definitely get top 4. Even, dare I say, we can get a result on the weekend. Not financial advice, but you guys know me. I said 4th. But man might have to go and stretch that to 3rd, mate. Come on,
Okay. Now we really know that we've really gone for it now. When Deji starts talking about, we're gonna get not even 4th now, I'm talking 3rd. Times are bloody changed now. Because I must admit, I was watching the game, slightly delayed, and like you, I had the phone going, and I'm there thinking 2-1, 75th minute. Okay, we played really well. I'm trying to think, could we have done more in defense? Yeah, there was mistakes there. Tanganga, Sanchez. I think Sanchez for the second goal, Tanganga for the first goal out position. There needs some leadership at the back. And I just thought, you know what? Given the performance, we've got 2 players coming back in, Romero and Dyer soon. We've got others to come back with Son, maybe to come back in the team. I was thinking, good performance. But again, thinking more of the game coming up on Sunday against Chelsea. If we don't get any points tonight, it's going to be detrimental for us to even then, challenge. Because if Chelsea win that, they go further ahead. Now, do you know what I mean? Now it's on. It's on against them, man. But let's deal with this. Let's deal with this tonight. Firstly, let's have a look at the stats. Firstly, let's have a look at the table. So, Man United's still playing. But as you can see there, that little team there, that Woolwich team there is slightly below us now on 35 points, having played 20 games.
Yep.
We've played 19 now, and we are a point ahead. So that's all good for us. Superb. It's going to be interesting. Definitely interesting. Chelsea played 23 on 44. We're now on 36 points. So again, mathematics tells you that we could go above them, in the next few games if we win. And like you're talking, we're talking good. But in terms of, the performance, let's go into these stats for the game. Sid, possession-wise, 51-49 is a fairly even game in the end. We had a lot of possession early doors, and then it seemed that, Leicester seemed to get a little bit of control in there, but they were really working off the counter-attack.
Yeah.
But what's impressed me tonight is 27 shots, 27 attempts at goal.
Come on.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I know some of them were on his name.
There were some long shots. There were some speculative ones, but I've been calling for speculative shots. Do you know what I mean? Take shots from outside the box.
Yeah.
You can't test the keeper unless you take shots. So that I'm glad to see. It's in better in the 10 shots on target. We scored 3 goals tonight.
Sam, can I just say, I'm looking at this the charts there. I'm looking at the stats, and for me, it's beautiful reading. A few months ago, come September, October, we were not seeing stats like this. It was looking. Go on, Sid.
You were seeing a dot in between that 2 and a 7.
Do you know what I'm saying? This is brilliant, and I think we just need to put some respect on Conte's name, because let's be real, our team is average. That's an average team, but we talked about the difference between a manager and a coach. What we have is a world-class coach that can take average players and almost squeeze out every last little bit. Look, Justin Timberlake had a good game. What the heck?
He had a very good game.
Timberlake had a good game. And Bergwijn scored twice in a game. Are we drunk? What is going on?
He scored twice in the game after the 90th minute. Let's not forget that 95th and 97th minute.
Exactly.
Did you see when they kicked off? Bergwijn was one of the first players pressing, and he was off on his bike as soon as Kane picked up that ball, turned. Bergwijn was in, and this is what Conte's saying. I think this is why Conte really wants him, because I don't think we've seen it enough. But this guy has got ability in abundance, and he just needs. I was hoping that we're not going to have another another Tanguy situation in Ndombele, that is, where we've got a real talent in our hands that just doesn't want to perform. And at times it looked like Bergwijn was that sort of player, didn't want to perform, comes on, doesn't do enough, sulks a little bit. You can see his frustration maybe, but something's clicked. Something's clicked, because there's no way you come on and you do what he's done unless you I'm going to show the manager this is the reason why I should. He can't go nowhere now.
He wants to stay. You don't play like that if you want to leave. With all the speculation, this guy wants to stay and prove himself. And what I was actually saying earlier in the night to one of my mates is that, you know, the whole reason why we were going in for Traore is because Bergwijn hasn't been performing. Because the guy that we bought from PSV, what we thought we were getting, we thought he was the answer to the right and or left hand side. But if now Conte can get Bergwijn all singing and dancing and doing and a little bit of consistency, then mate, that front three, Bergwijn, Son, Kane, Moura 4, it's a madness for any team. And now it starts to get really interesting. Do you know what I mean? So I have to say, Conte, mate, he is a dumb. And Spurs, we are bloody lucky to have such a manager.
Do you know as well? On top of that, Bergie got a yellow card just before he got his first goal. So the guy got a yellow card, right? And he shook that off, and he just went for it, and then he got the equalizer, and then he got the winner. So normally, other players, you get a yellow card, and you know what, heads go down, whatever, you know, and they lose interest. But he continued. He just thought, you know what, I've got my yellow card. I've pushed him over. I'm going to deal with it. Yeah, he must have known I'm going to get the 2 goals, man, and I'm going to get everywhere Tottenham go, we win. But I tell you what, one thing as well is you got to big up the fans today, because I was watching that game for the first 20 minutes. All I could hear was Tottenham singing.
Just Tottenham singing, yeah.
Just Tottenham singing. Big, you know what I mean? And throughout the whole game, them fans that went today, you know what? You've got to applaud them, because they said that we're one of the best away supporters in the country.
100%. And just can I just add, that's why those pussies didn't want to play us on Saturday, because they knew they were going to get boxed in their teeth. Arteta chatting absolute garbage. If Arsenal had played us in the mood that these boys are in, they would have got whiplash. That's what would have happened. I just want to put it out there. I'm so gassed right now. Sorry,
this is an away performance. We have been woeful away from home this season. Woeful. And to play a team like Leicester, who we normally play well against Leicester anyway. Harry Kane usually scores against them. There's always goals in this game. But it was still going to be a tricky away performance, given it's going to be back-to-back away. And I was like, I had a feeling like if we don't take advantage of this, because Leicester obviously got injuries. You can see there's a number of their players out. You know, players out on AFCON duty. You know, the likes of what's his name, Vardy, not in the starting lineup. You know, that makes a big difference. Makes a big difference. They still had Maddison in there. They still had Tielemans in there. So you know, they had players in there that could still compete. But what the massive difference is the running stats for us. The amount of running I see them players doing tonight in terms of chasing. When you've got a midfield three of Winks, Hotspur, and Skip, I think, as you said, Deji, it's like, oh, here we go. There ain't no legs in there. There didn't seem to be enough legs for me, because Hotspur looks like he's running in treacle at times, and Winks, he's not the quickest player. He's not. I'm not going to lie to you. But today they got around the pitch. Hotspur got around the pitch. Skip got around the pitch. You know, even Winks, to a degree, I know he probably didn't have his game, but he looked like he was given a role, and they were all doing it. They were all doing it collectively. Harry Kane looked like he picked up 2 yards, looked like Harry Kane-Nino. You know what I mean? We're talking Harry Kane-Nino now. Do you know? What? Respect on his name. Respect on his name tonight.
Yeah.
not only that at the final whistle, the way he went to the fans, away fans, and the smile on his face, that is the Harry Kane that we've seen when he was on form, mate. The man had the biggest smile in the world, and that we ain't seen for a while.
Yes,
100%.
yeah.
Go on, sorry,
Yeah.
Deji. Go on, take over.
No, I was just gonna say, because Harry Kane has a genuine belief that under this manager we can do something. And you know, I again, it's not financial advice, but you know, I've been wanting to say that, you know, under Conte, there is no reason why we can't finish within the top 4 and have a trophy. You know what my feelings about the Carabao Cup? It's no different to going to my local McDonald's drive-through. So I don't give a damn about that cup. But definitely FA Cup,
disrespects
you know
that
what
cup,
I mean?
man.
And getting in the top 4. Why not, man? Why not? Under this manager, with you know what I'm liking is, I still don't rate our squad, but them guys are fighting. Skip was trying to do things that he knew he couldn't do. Like, he was trying to outrun the Leicester players. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Winks is trying to do a little Beckham little movement. Kane is trying to show a little bit of pace. Doherty is trying to control the ball. I mean, guys.
Doherty.
Come on.
Let's talk about the starting 11. Let's go through it. Like, just for those who are listening who don't have us on YouTube, but are maybe listening on Spotify and all the other streaming services that you can find Paxton Road TV on. Oh my gosh, look what I've done here. I've done a little bit of mistake. So forget that little bit in the corner there. It's not the Chelsea lineup. Obviously, it's Leicester. That's me not being, you know what I mean, doing my job, because I was all over the place. Anyway, Lloris in goal, Tanganga, Sanchez, Davis, the back three. Emerson started, Reguilon as the left back and right wing backs. Skip, Winks, Højbjerg, Moura and Kane up top. What I will say is that the back three, apart from Davis, Davis was very attacking in terms of back three, but Tanganga and Sanchez looked a little bit shaky. Now, for me, the shakiness comes from a lack of leadership. In terms of that first goal, Tanganga's chasing the ball into midfield. A mistake when you're playing in the back three, particularly when Davis is quite high up the pitch as well, which means they've all got to track back. And then there was a little bit of confusion. You know, Højbjerg's in there, and it just got a little bit messy. The second one, again, Sanchez looked like he was, again, stuck in the mud, didn't go with his runner. And again, you're chasing back and you're having to make desperate lunges, which is what Tanganga did, and the goal's going. Apart from that, I would say Reguilon was definitely a very attacking. Royal, in my opinion, we need to do something about his crossing and his attacking abilities, because the brother can't cross. You know what I mean? He can't cross. You know, if he had to make a line across a tee, I don't know what he's going to do. I'm not sure how he's going to do that, because the guy can't cross at all. Doherty came on. And I believe the words are going to come out of my mouth, but I actually
take a deep breath.
No, I'm
say
going to have to. I'm actually going to say he's joint man of the match for me. There's 3 men of the match. I'm going to give it to Kane. I'm going to give it to, obviously, Bergwijn for the brace. And I'm going to give it to Doherty, because he got forward. I'm sorry to say that, people. And if you're watching, Doherty, I don't forgive you for all them other times, but literally tonight, you can have it, man. Well done. Praise where credit is due. Yes.
It wasn't only just him going forward. The fact he actually got into positions and he actually delivered, you know, and, you know, 75, 80% of the time, he actually delivered a ball into the box, whether it was on the floor or in the air, but it went somewhere, and we sort of had an opportunity, and we never had that in the first half with Royal at all.
Yeah.
So you've got to give him credit for that. And then the third goal, he was in the right place at the right time to get that little bit of whatever he done. So you know what? And but there was one moment in the game where he done 2 passes simultaneously, which my son said, "Dad, the old Doherty's back." So there was twice in about a minute. Yeah. But you know what? We can forgive him for that, because
look,
apart from that, you know what? He was phenomenal, mate. Well done to him.
Yeah, I mean, for me, you know, I did like Doherty when he was at Wolves, and then all of a sudden, I'm not gonna lie, Doherty, if you're watching this, I haven't forgiven you since you left NSYNC. That's probably where some of my little beef.
Bye.
Bye. Exactly. You know what I mean? But now, to be fair, put some respect on his name. He did make the difference, because Emerson Royale, this guy is coming out with fresh trims, with little lines going through his head, these little crosses through, and then he gets on the pitch and he can't seem to just whip a ball in. I can't quite understand it, but you know, for the purposes of this game, he did what was required. And again, I'm just giving all props to Conte. Even Reguilon was getting up and down the pitch.
Yeah,
getting themselves in dangerous positions.
Yeah,
that's what we've been wanting to see from Reggie as well.
Yeah.
You know, it was. I'm debating with Arsenal fans, and they're trying to tell me about Tierney, and I'm saying Reggie is better than Tierney. And tonight we got a glimpse of what Reggie can do. And if we can get a little bit of consistency, Tierney can sit in his armchair in his yard. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I just
I was just going to say consistency. What you just said, that word consistency, Deji, is exactly that. If we showed this level of performance against Chelsea, given what happened with Chelsea against Brighton, you can see Brighton were very good in that game against Chelsea. I don't know if you've seen some of the highlights. Brighton kept the ball well. Brighton moved the ball well. They moved Chelsea all over the place, and it was no fluke that they got that equaliser. You know, so again, you got to go with confidence. And this, if they don't get confidence from a result like this tonight to go in against Chelsea, you never will. Because had we not got the result, it would have been, we had the chances, we had the efforts, but he didn't get anything. The players then mentally are thinking, we don't play well, we lose. We play well and we lose. Where do you go from there? It's really difficult to get players up for a game, particularly against an opposition like Chelsea, if the result hasn't gone your way in a game that you should have won. Because of the way we won, because of the way it was in the 95th and 97th minute, these players are buzzing. Conte's going to have to get these players back down to earth tomorrow and say, look at the way you play. Don't forget about how you scored the 2 goals in the last 2 minutes. Look at the game overall and think about how we played. 27 attempts. We ain't seen that. We didn't see 27 attempts in total with Nuno, ever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In terms of his whole, we were starved of this type of football, particularly away from home. So what do you think made the difference? Is it just the fitness that's the difference, Deji, for you?
Yeah, I mean, look, it is. It's not rocket science. I mean, we talked about Kane looking like he had some extra yards. Look, what we saw today was what we saw about 3 or 4 years ago on the pitch. A team that was pressing from start to finish, Tottenham could have carried on. Look, we could have carried on. And I think the sign is at 95th minute, 96th minute, we're still attacking. We're still looking like we got full of energy. We want to bang in the goal. So yeah, I think the fitness had a big boy part to play, which makes you think, what the hell was Mourinho feeding them before, and then Nuno feeding them, that my man can say, stop the ketchup, stop the mayonnaise, and we're seeing performances like this.
You know what they must have been doing with that mayonnaise? They must have been eating it on its own, not just adding it to food. They must have been eating it on its own. That's the only thing I can think. That they removed that and they suddenly, you know what I mean? They can run 10 yards quicker. That don't make no sense.
It's mad. So no, I think it's the fitness, but also, someone said something before, and I think it was on one of our shows where, some managers want them to express themselves, but with Conte, he tells you where to go. So Pep is all about expression. Conte, you're here, and then when the ball goes here, you're here, and that is starting to sink into the team. Because I was shocked. First half, I was thinking, how can we be having up Leicester at home like this with this starting 11? Are you mad?
I know.
2 up top and that midfield. How are we doing this? So Conte, is tactician, what he's drilling, in training, is starting to bear fruit. I just hope that Levy doesn't do another Poch, because I can see this. The more successful that this guy is Levy just going to keep his hands in his pocket and just see what's going to happen a little bit longer? I don't want any of that crap. Go and get the 5 players that we need, get out the deadwood, and let's kick on properly. Why settle for top 4?
We still won't get the 5
really
though,
get up there?
We won't get the 5. We might get a 2, or we might get 1 or 2 now, but we won't get the 5. Let me just give you Conte's quote after the game. A great win. Honestly, we did not deserve to lose the game. The draw was unfair too. We played a really good game and created many chances to score. My team showed that we do not want to give up. Never.
You see what? It's the mentality. You see when we scored, what I say about Conte, you can see his emotions
Yes.
on the side. You know, when he was a bit subdued in the last couple of games, it's because he's probably thinking to himself, this lot of shit. You know, I don't know what am I going to do to get more out of these players? This lot of shit.
Yeah.
But in his head, he's thinking, right, the challenge is I've got to make this lot better. If I don't get, because the way he was talking in the press conferences, he's almost just resigned to himself or resigned to the fact that he might not get loads of players this transfer window. And Sid's right, I think we'll probably get one or two potentially. But he has to work with the majority of the players there. Maybe he has to move one or two out. We've obviously know about the Tanguy and Ndombele situation. He's now training alone. I don't know what's going to happen with that long term. But if he can get this yacht together to believe, I think belief for me, to win without Son, to win without Dyer, to win without Romero,
Absolutely.
to have a midfield free with not really any creativity in there. If you think about it, Højbjerg, Winks and Skip, that's not the most creative midfield in the world. But with wide areas, this is where we've got, this is why I'm saying Emerson has got to be upgraded. Doherty, for me, probably isn't the long-term solution, but at least he's putting the effort in to get something out of him today. We might not get the same level of performance on the weekend, but what we want to see is level of effort. So, yeah, can we take this forward into the Chelsea game, Dej?
I don't see why. I don't see why not. I think we've played Chelsea twice recently. We got a good idea of how they play. Why not? I think with that kind of gameplay and with what we've seen from Brighton, yeah, I think Tottenham can be confident that we might be able to just get a result. And I think it's high time that we get a result against Chelsea. And to be honest, as you know, I would rather get a result against Chelsea in the league than in the McDonald's Cup. So the answer is yes. The only thing I would say is that I just don't want the players to get too carried away. So, you know, we talked about Doherty. He did well, but, you know, it was all right. You know, what we want is a fantastic right back or right wing back that can go, you know, like a Hakimi that can go up and down that right-hand side. Doherty is not that guy, unless he can prove otherwise. And then in terms of the kind of Bergwijn, I think Bergwijn needs to start. I didn't really like having the two up top. I think having two up top against Chelsea is a recipe for disaster. Bergwijn needs to be there. And then, yeah, we've got why not? You know what? For me today, these men have raised my hope. At 75th minute, my TV was off. I broke a few glasses. Do you know what I mean? I was vexed. You know, you just about got a WhatsApp from me, Sam. Do you know what I mean? It's great. And here I am live on the show. So look. I
know. Sid, again, when we get over the excitement, there's going to be aspects of today's performance that can be improved. Because I don't think it was, although to win away from home against Leicester, then they've won the last couple of games in all competitions, so they were looking to make this 3 in a row. So I think it's a good result, given the fact that, you know, they've got players out, we've got players out. Who was your standout performance today? Who were they?
Right. Let me just say, I'm just gonna put something onto what Deji was saying about the wingers running up and down, yeah. Because what we need, exactly what Deji's saying, is we need someone that's gonna run up and down till we say stop. Another levels, yeah. Let me run up and down
got them
until you
coming
say
out.
stop.
Damn.
That's the one. But do you know what? Man of the match is for me, right? I think Kane head on above everyone today. I think everything he done, he had some extra speed on him today. He wanted that ball. He ran with the ball. Passing was on point. His pass for Bergwijn was on point for the winner. I think Skip done really well. I think Højbjerg played pretty well as well today in that middle.
Played his best game I've seen Højbjerg play for a long time. Long time.
100%. Regular had a good first until he got taken off. Doherty had a decent game as well. But if we're looking for an overall man of the match, right, I think today it was a team performance. So I give a team the man of the match. Kane obviously gets it as a sole man of the match, but overall, I think as a team, we were on it. Togetherness. And they played together. All of them wanted it for each other. I mean, them celebrations at the end. At 2-2, yeah, other teams would have just said fair enough, 2-2. But no, we wanted more, and they smelt it, and they went for it, and they got it. So what you put in, you deserve, and at the end of that, we deserved it. And as a team, because back in the days, that Tottenham at 2-2, they would have just said, you know what, fair enough, that's it now. Let's hold on to that point. Yeah. But no, they wanted it and they got it. So overall, a whole team performance. But for me, Kane was back to his best today.
Yeah, I agree. Deji, who's a standout performance for you today?
Yeah, look, I think I hear what Sid is saying. It was a quality team performance. But for me, yeah, I think Harry Kane has to be the man of the match. I think he you know, that goal he scored in that first half where he gets the ball, he drives and then he bangs it. You know, his overall play. If Kane is not purring the way he was purring this evening, I think we lose, to be honest. I think his whole aura was just destabilized Leicester City, to be honest, on another level. But also, I just want to say that Skip, Højbjerg had a couple of chances. You know, them two were running like machines. I thought I was just looking at some form of 21st century Robocops in that middle of that midfield, because they just kept going up and down, non-stop. So Kane for me, but closely followed by Skip and Højbjerg. That was a masterclass, and if they don't do what they do, we don't walk away with the result tonight.
I think that middle three as well. You know what? Exactly what you were saying, Sam, at the beginning. When we looked at that team sheet and we saw that middle three, we thought, where's the creativity going to come from? But boy, did we create chances. 27 chances with them three.
So what it was is we had individuals like Kane performing. Yeah. So whereas we're looking for Kane in the games against Chelsea to kind of do, if he plays like that against Chelsea, in terms of taking the game to them, I know Chelsea have obviously got improved quality in there, but you know, there's still. I can still see what Brighton did to them, and there's no reason why Kane can't do the same sort of thing.
Exactly.
For me, I would use Kane as the obvious example, but I want to see Kane do that all the time. So I think we've seen that from him majority of the times in his career. For me, Matt Doherty today, I'm going to give him the man of the match, particularly because he only came on for the second half. You know, you're coming into a game that you've already seen 45 minutes go by. You know, everybody's kind of up to speed. You've got to come on fresh, and you've got to take the game to them. Do you know what I mean? And for that reason...
Can you just say that again one more time? Because Mike's going to clip it, yeah? Can you just say that, please? And Mike, if you're listening, I know you are. Can you clip this clip?
Mike's about to look on.
I don't care.
Can we clip it? Say it.
I'm going to be honest.
I give players more gas than me, to be honest.
I give players credit where credit is due. I've given this guy absolute pelters over the last season and a bit. Pelters. I've called him all kinds of names. You don't refer to him by name, I refer to him by number. Even that got too good for him. I just refer to him as that guy. You know what I mean? Dorothy, all the names under the sun. But when someone plays like how they played today, it shows me at least he wants to give the effort for the manager. And that's all I want to see from players, you know. Show the manager, no matter what grilling you're getting from people on social media, because he sees these stuff. It's not players are not silly. They all see these things. What do you think most players are like these days? Oh, well, I can't be asked. We've got players like that already. So I'm going to say it again. Matt Doherty, if you're watching on catch up, because you're having a bit of a warm down now, well done, mate. Well done. I'll give you credit.
Fair play.
Yeah. All right, then, Jen. Let's have a few comments. We've got loads of comments here. I tell you what, we've had a load tonight, and I've got to scroll down to where this one is, because boy. Anyway, we've got 110 people still watching. If everybody in this stream smashes a like, we're going to have over 100 likes. If you are new, there must be a load of new people watching us now. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, get us up to that 1,500. We're looking to get there as soon as possible. So please help us out. You can see what we're like here. We're excitable fans. When we lose, we tell it like it is. When we win, we tell it like it is. And that's all that matters. That's what you want from a fan channel, you know, fans that tell it like it is. So, couple of comments here. How can you give man the match a dirty when Bergwijn scored 2 goals? Well, I just said, because I didn't think that guy had it in him. I don't think he had it in him. I'm actually gassed for him. I'm gassed for myself that I can actually say that about the guy as well. So, yeah, that's why. Talk at you. damn, of course you wanted us to lose Talk. You know what I mean? You know, Talk MU, he does our thumbnails. Brilliant. He's a Man United fan, but he loves Spurs as well.
Yeah, tell him to.
I wouldn't say love Spurs, but he has a little bit of an appreciation. Certainly a more than appreciation for them lot up the road. So I don't really care. Still think he runs into everything. This is, I think it must be, who's that? Talking about Dirty? That one's right. You're definitely talking about Doherty. Yes, I am. Sean's watching us. Salah still in Session's pocket. Dubs invisible at our place. We're not even talking about that scam. Who else we got here? Jews nuts. We didn't talk Tanganga. He assisted the second Leicester goal, fourth straight game. We can make him a makeshift striker. Overall, he was okay. He didn't have his best game again.
No, again.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to lose him. I think Tanganga needs to go on loan. I mean, I think that Skip's loan move to Norwich just took him from here to here. Because let's be real, before he went on that loan move, I was happy to see Skip, if you know what I mean. And so Tanganga, I think for me at the moment, the pace is just too much. Let him go to AC Milan. He'll start every game, learn the Italian way of defending, come back and be a rock. I don't think we should sell him permanently, but he should definitely go out on loan because right now, the way he's going, he could be at Wigan next season if he doesn't leave.
You see, people are giving grief out here. Sorry, Sid, I'll let you come in. People are saying Matt Doherty, MOM. No, listen, I'll explain it one more time. Right, I'm not expecting to see much out of this guy. Matt Doherty, Matt Dorothy, Matt Doherty, whatever you want to call it. I'm not expecting to see much out of him. But the amount of grief, as I said, that he's got for him to perform, considering our other right back that played today, who's supposed to be our number one right back, can't cross a ball. This guy got down and he made a few decent crosses. Yeah. There's still improvement to be had in our wing back area, I think, definitely on the right-hand side. Left-hand side, I think we're going to need a little bit more competition for Reguilon. And if Sessegnon can be that competition, I think we can have a decent left side. You know, you bring Son back into the equation. You know, you can have that left side. You can even put Bergwijn out there if you're going for a 3-4-3. So left-hand side, I'm liking that. Right-hand side, however, another story. Simon Stevens, welcome, Simon. One of our regulars. I was screaming like Sid when Deli comes onto the pitch when Stevie scored. I resigned myself to having to listen to Rodgers big himself up, then float off at the stadium with his bloody big head.
I don't think Simon Stevens heard my scream when we scored the goal on the group. I don't think he heard the scream, did he? I'm gonna play it. I'm just gonna play it, yeah, because Simon. Let me hear the scream, yeah, because I scream when Deli scores, yeah, but this scream, yeah. Sam, you carry on talking. Let me find it.
I've just got to read out Mike's trolling me. Mike's trolling me. Sam speaks for himself. PRTv have nothing to do with Doherty as man of the match. Nah, it was a personal choice. It's a personal choice. Obviously, if I'm looking at obviousies, there's Kane and there's Bergwijn. Kane, overall game because of what he done for the whole game. Bergwijn, because he won us the game.
Right, I've got it.
That's it.
Simon Stevens, this is my scream, yeah, when we scored. Has said he doesn't. No, that's not the one.
Can't do that drama.
Oh, I've not got. Carry on. I've not found it. I can't find it.
Sid, you can't do this on live, man. You can't just. You know what I mean?
Carry on.
He's putting us right in the mire here.
Carry on.
Anyway, let's have some more. Mike saying more. Can we just get another top centre back in this window, please? I think we were talking about this on the stream. What's your thoughts, Deji, about this Rodon situation? Because I'm thinking to myself, if he can't get a game. With the fact that Tanganga especially having made 4 mistakes in a row in games. Yeah. If he can't get a game, what's going on?
I can tell you, Rodon's dead food. Okay. he's dead food. Because Conte is out here to win, and he doesn't give a damn how he wins. He just wants to win. And if Rodon can't get on there, then he's dead food. The other person who should be ashamed of himself is Mr. Boohoo. Yeah? Because if Boohoo can't start in this lineup, then he's also dead food. And so Conte has showed you straight up who needs to leave and who can stay. And dare I say it, I can't believe Justin Timberlake is higher in the pecking order than both Dele and Rodon. And that is an indictment on both those two players. And that's why you haven't seen Rodon. I think, and it's not financial advice, that you could see Rodon at Macclesfield Town.
Nah, you're being a bit harsh there, man.
He's harsh, Deji.
Deji.
Yo,
harsh.
man. I was saying that he wouldn't have got into that Morecambe team. I was saying all kinds of things about this guy. But like I said, I'm gonna give him his flowers while he can still smell them. Telling you that much, definitely. Final thoughts then. Final thoughts on the game, and then obviously look forward to the game on Sunday against Chelsea. Going to be a different type of performance. We're going to need to win that one. The crowd's obviously going to need to play a big part. Away fans at Stamford Bridge are going to need to sing as loud as they did tonight. So Sid, starting with you. Final thoughts on the game and what you're looking forward to for Sunday's game. Listen,
we got what we deserved. We got 3 points today. Not getting carried away too much. We won. Yeah, it's not the beginning. We're not going to win the title. We're not going to win whatever. It was a good performance away from home. We got what we deserved, 3 points. Bergwijn played well, scored the 2 goals. So hopefully he'll stay with us. Tomorrow morning, Conte takes them back onto that training ground. We practice. And for God's sake, put some dummy in them walls, because obviously we're not practicing free kicks with dummies, because every free kick goes into that wall. I don't care who takes them, we're hitting the wall. So training session tomorrow, please put dummies and bend that ball around there. Go to the weekend. Hopefully Dyer, Romero could be on the team sheet. So that'll be good. That'll pack up the defense and might not see Tanganga. And as I've always said, we move onwards, upwards. We're climbing up that table, and long may it continue.
Yeah.
Round of applause for that one. Thank you very much, Sid. Like that one. Deji, what impressed you tonight? And obviously looking forward to the game against Sunday. Final thoughts.
Yeah, look, I'm just happy at the fact that Spurs managed to win a game last minute. There's no better feeling than winning and getting the 3 points and with a last minute goal. And here we had 2 last minute goals, and not 1 but 2. If you take your mind back under Mourinho, we had the damn West Ham game that still hurts me today. Lanzini with his little pelter, and I was thinking, when are Spurs? When are we gonna have our chance? And today we had ours. So for me, I'm just going to enjoy this up until the weekend. I'm not even going to think about that Chelsea game. I don't want anything to derail the good feeling that I'm feeling right now. And I just think that I just want us to enjoy this, but I want the boys to put in a similar performance on the weekend. And if they do that, great. The one thing I wanted from tonight was the 3 points because of where it puts us in the table. Literally, points wise, if we can get a result on the weekend, we're looking at third, not fourth, but third, and it just feels a lot nicer. So I love the fact that we're got the games in hand. So come on, you Spurs, let's enjoy tonight, and then we can deal with Chelsea on the weekend.
Deji, it's not only come on, you Spurs, it's also Mr. Levy. Are you watching Levy? Because after tonight's performance with that group of players, come on, Mr. Levy, please.
Yeah, let's get him. He needs to go out and get Traore before the end of Jan. He needs to do that.
I don't know about that.
Steady now. You know what I mean? I think you're... Jesus.
We're on a hype. Don't put us down.
Me and Sid are in agreement with this Traore business. Yeah. There's a lot of division in this about Traore. I'm the one who's saying, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. In my opinion, I think we could get this player and we might just have, I don't know, a big Booker T wrestler who's going to be eating more food at the restaurant. I don't think we need that personally. So, do you know what I mean? Stay at Wolves.
Can I drop a quick spanner then? Can I drop a quick spanner? Sorry, because I know we got to go. Should we get Ericsson? Should we just get Ericsson?
He's got to Brentford, apparently.
Is he gone? Yeah, it's gone. It's
apparently.
Oh, damn. Yeah. All right, no worries.
Pretty much. The Traore thing, I can see why, but it's just his stats. They don't back up. I get the excitement, but if you've got no end product, surely we've got enough players like that already. We don't need another endless end product person in the squad, no matter how much attraction he's going to have. Because if you play him a certain way, he's not done anything. You know, teams know how to. You double up on him, or you sit back a little deeper. He can't do nothing. He can bully you when he's got space, but don't give him no space. He can't do F4 because he's not a player that's gonna, you know what I mean, beat someone and knock it in the top corner, or beat someone, cross it, and someone knocks it in. So for me, you can work him out. And if you can work that player out, all they'll do is they'll work it out against Spurs, because we'll want to get the ball to him. They'll say, right, double up on him. And that's, I just don't think it's good enough personally, but we'll see.
Work with Bergie. We got Bergie now, so we just got to work with him.
Saying. We've bought him. And we've had the same thing. We're saying he hasn't got no end product. He don't get enough goals. He's got talent. He's this. He's got to show it. And if after tonight the guy doesn't have confidence now, he looked angry when he scored the second one. Did you see him when he jumped into the crowd? He was throwing off the Tottenham players because he just that emotion, that raw emotion, which, as you said, Deji, means or certainly looks to me like he wants to stay. He's not a player that like he wants to go. So could be good signs for us. People saying Adama Traore could be your Victor Moses. Could just be Moses, you know what I mean, trying to walk on water and that way. I mean, wasn't Moses? Moses was the 10 Commandments. Oh yeah, Moses was 10. See, I'm not a Bible person. This one here, Traore is a beast. You need someone like that to get up the pitch with 3 or 4 dudes on him and still be able to get a pass to Kane. I'm assuming that would be, and Simon Stevens has agreed. So again, thank you all you guys for listening and watching. If you've been listening on Spotify and all the various other streaming services, we will be back. One thing, Sid, are you going to be back on Friday?
If we've got something to report, then I will be back. And after today's result, hopefully, yes. But if it's to report Traore, then no, I won't be back.
and Deji, you might be back at the weekend for some more financial advice for us, whether that's for the preview or the reaction?
Yes. I'm going to try and make the preview and the reaction show, because that game is big. I'm looking forward to the weekend, but for now I'm just going to enjoy the next couple of days. What a result. Come on, you Spurs.
And when Deji's got his Spurs top on, you know it's a good night. It's a very, very good night for us. Woo! Sid, Deji,
thank you.
It's been a pleasure. I've got to sort my streaming out though. I can't be 2 minutes behind with the rest of you, man, because that was just awful. At that time, I was like, I'm done. And then I started hearing Sid, what's going on? And then I see it again. It's like, oh my God, we must have won. And right then, guys, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Let me just get this banner off the bottom before we go out. And we are out. See you guys.
Thank you.
At the weekend.
Bye.